Okay.
My
All right. Right.
Chemical
So let's
Romance
get it.
Wiki.
Let's get a clap.
Chemical
3, 2,
romance.
1.
I clapped late.
That
Oh,
doesn't
you
work.
son of a bitch. Now you just gotta sync it up to when they say I clapped late.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Alright.
So who's introducing this?
My
I'll do it.
Chemical Romance.
We're today on the MBC cast. We are gonna be we're gonna be talking about the My Chemical Romance discography, and that's on God.
Uh-uh.
Yep.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
It has been a little.
It's been
bit,
alright.
you
It's
know,
been a
like
couple minutes.
days,
It's been
couple
Yep.
couple
Yeah,
I've been
minutes.
here the whole
no,
time.
it's been a week because this is a
Yep.
weekly
Yeah.
series.
Yep, and I've been here the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who's
I
this
give
guy?
you.
Yeah.
Albums. I found the albums.
I'm like that one Simpsons character.
Yeah.
You know the one.
Graggle.
True.
Yeah, you know the one.
My Chemical
Graggle Simpson.
Romance.
Yeah.
They got some albums.
Everyone knows him.
And
They got a couple.
Oh, do they now? I didn't know.
they got
Couple.
they
Yeah,
got
they have a couple
They
of
got some
albums.
They got a
for sure.
couple.
All right. Okay. I think before we start, I do kind of want to suggest a rule where, like, because I was watching the old podcasts and I was thinking we kind of talk about numbers too much. So let's try and like avoid like numbers,
What do you mean numbers?
perhaps.
What did
You know,
talk
like
about
saying like, oh yeah, this
What
album's
did
good. It's
we-
a 7. Like,
All right, so we're gonna do that after every album. None of us are gonna remember that, and we're all gonna give our
I'm going to shout at
completely
you.
unfiltered opinion. You know, I probably Ivy's gonna be the one to do it the most.
Yeah, and that's why I'm directing
was
it at
gonna be
Ivy.
Shut up, dog.
Yeah, this is alright. I'll give it a 9.5.
Man, I don't
pretty
really
good.
like this one. 8.
I don't really. It's really not all that special.
alright.
I'll give
I mean,
it
it's
an
alright, man.
8.5.
Dude,
I'll give it a mid 8.
Yeah.
I mean, I've made better in my bedroom. 10.
Nah.
Ivy will
True.
listen to like the shittiest mixed music in the world and be like, "This a 10."
This a 10.
That Ivy be letting like shitty
I mean, a
mixed
cheesesteak.
music like change their life.
It does.
True.
It changed my life.
It is
hard.
true.
It's true. I know it's true.
I've
Yeah,
been watching it happen in real
we know how
time.
much shitty music can change your life. We've all heard Car Seat
Don't-
Headrest.
Gibby,
Don't
We,
you
we
dare
have a
say
car seat
anything to
headrest
me.
episode.
Gibby,
What?
just know
No.
you like Quadeca.
Yeah, but have you listened to? I didn't mean to haunt you.
Gibby's gonna pay me $20 to listen to that album.
Don't tell Ivy
If you
that.
pay me $20, I'll listen to it.
I'm already
pay you
getting that offer,
I'll pay-
motherfucker.
I'll pay you 10 since you're small fry, and you've already listened to a couple songs and liked them.
Yeah, but still, yeah.
No, it's not the same. It's a fresh experience for Addie. You're
Yeah, it
used
is.
goods.
But Gibby, I feel like
Used
your favorite
goods.
Quadeca album is Voice Memos, and you've said that before.
It's
like,
not-
I have
that's-
screenshot proof of you saying that. So don't
Actually,
even
you got a
try.
point. I am iconic. I am iconic for that. I am iconic for that.
Don't even
Yeah?
try and argue.
Is that true?
Probably, like
I don't fuck with
peak
voice
rap
memos.
music. To be fair, no, that's not true, Addie.
My favorite part is
Gibby.
the NF feature, or is it Eminem, or is it both? I don't know.
He somehow got that fucking feature on his new album from Danny Brown.
Dude,
He
it's
got
so
a
good.
fucking Sunday service choir
It's
feature.
also really good. He also got the
But-
Swans guy.
But this is about My Chemical
Yeah,
Romance.
this is just about good band.
We've just started talking.
Yeah,
My
so-
Chemical
But that's alright.
Romance.
We all know My Chemical Romance, New Jersey band. They made
Oh yeah,
they made some
from-
emo music,
They're from New Jersey.
and apparently that's
they're
a
from
hot
New
take.
Jersey.
I don't want to talk about them anymore.
They made some emo
then
music
fuck off.
sometimes.
I don't want to talk
Right.
about a band from New Jersey.
True.
Well, you can pretend they're from New York.
Okay, cool.
Might as well be New Jersey.
I didn't know they were from New Jersey.
I didn't know. I thought
I
they
would
were
have
from.
agreed
I
to
thought
this
they
if
were
I
from
did.
like I don't know, someplace in America.
Like just someplace.
I had no idea where they were from, so that's cool. Anyways,
I mean, they're from somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. So let's start talking about the band's very first release, "Dreams of Stabbing and or Being Stabbed."
I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
I was
Is
told
that-
about
It's
this.
the demo tape of songs that would
I
end
don't
up
think I
on
was
the
told
actual
about
first
this.
release.
I
I
was
brought
not
you my
told
bullets.
about
You
this.
brought
I
me
don't
your
think I
love.
was told
I was
about
not
this.
I was. This is what I get. This is what I get for making a joke.
Listen here, you
We're
cock
talking about
watcher.
bullets.
Talk about bullets.
I thought we were talking about My Chemical Romance.
I brought you my
it's their
bullets.
first
You
album.
brought me
Who
your
wants to go
love.
first?
It's
Who
their
wants to go
debut
first?
album from My Chemical Romance. It came out in
Oh,
2002.
I guess I could go
I think
first.
I think we should state the obvious before.
I haven't listened to
okay,
it
what's the?
Addy has not
in
listened to it.
preparation.
That's
I have
Listen.
the wiki up.
I think they should call this they should call this one I gave you my bullets, you gave me your mid.
That's cap, bro. That's cap. That's cap.
It
All
does
right.
have some. It,
All right.
it
Already
does have
we're
some
off the
raw
rails.
energy.
I do
all
like
right, all right.
like a lot of the songs. I really like Drowning Lessons. That's a good one.
Okay,
This is the only
so-
one I made notes for, by the way. So
You son of a
Really?
bitch, you
I took
drove
you
notes
made
notes.
notes.
for
You
this
made notes
one
for the
and then-
debut.
I don't know why
Can
I
you-
didn't do notes for anything else, but I just forgot.
I don't think anyone else did notes. Did anyone else do notes?
I didn't
I
do
don't
notes.
know
I
why
didn't
I
listen
I
to
didn't
the
do
albums.
notes either.
I don't know.
I've
why.
listened.
Going off
I've
my
listened
head.
to the note. I've listened to them enough to know, except for like Danger Days.
Yeah.
And I just know that I don't really care about Danger Days.
Yeah, on God.
Well,
We'll
yeah,
get
we're
that-
getting ahead of
we'll get to
ourselves
that
here. We're
later.
talking about bullets.
We are
We'll get
getting
to that
very
later.
ahead of ourselves.
Anyways,
Gulp.
I'll start. Whatever. So bullets.
Yeah, sure.
I've not heard this shit before like a week ago. My first listen was a week ago. I had not heard a single song off this shit. And it's actually like I really like it. Like it's actually I feel like it has some like 90s emo type influence and it's more of like a crossover between that and like what they would do later on with like their more like pop punk type shit. And it kind of has like there's even some like fucking hardcore influence like 80s hardcore type influence on some shit, and it's like really cool hearing a band like My Chemical Romance do that shit because I would never expect that, especially like a couple years ago. And some of my favorite songs are like Drowning Lessons, Skylines and Turnstiles, fucking Demolition Lovers,
Thank you.
fucking the opener, Honey This Mirror Isn't Big Enough for the Both of Us.
Don't you
That
mean
one.
romance? The
No.
opener of romance?
Shut up. Don't count. That don't count. The song after
It do.
Romance is really good too. Every
Yeah,
song.
yeah, that is a
some of
really
the,
good-
The only complaint I have is that some of the songs I feel like go on just for a little bit too long, but all of them are pretty good, so I can't really hate. It's pretty
Yeah.
good. It's a pretty good album.
Yeah, but-
I fuck with it.
Yeah, I think the sound is definitely probably the most out there that My Chemical Romance would ever get, which is a bit weird because it's the first album.
Yeah, it's the most
But,
like raw, in my
yeah.
opinion.
Yeah, I do definitely agree. It like even though it does sound like nothing else that they'd made, it still does sound like My Chemical Romance because they had those core
True.
elements in there the whole time. I think the only element that really like stands for like improvement is like Gerard's, not necessarily his vocals because he does still sound good, but
Yeah,
like
he
his
sounds-
like
yeah,
the way he writes lyrics isn't quite there yet.
yeah, and I feel
Like
like
Still
you'll
coming
get
into
you'll
it.
get songs like the first three opening stretch, Honey This Mirror to Drowning Lessons, which are like fantastic songs, but like they're not quite as hooky as what we would get down the line.
yeah,
Yeah.
fucking.
Also, the guitar tones are fucking sexy.
On God, that shit, and I like the production on it a lot, which is like, it sounds like kind of, I don't know, it just sounds raw. I fuck with it.
Yeah,
and,
it sounds raw, but it doesn't sound bad. Like
doesn't- yeah.
I keep seeing people say this is the album that they recorded on a toaster, and I don't get it. There's emo
It
albums
does not
that
sound
sound
bad
worse
at
than
all.
this.
Like
It
I
sounds
like
good,
albums
yeah.
that sound way worse than this, like 10 times
Yeah,
worse
exactly.
than this. I like albums that sound so
We
much
know.
worse than this. This is pretty like
Yep.
high quality for
We-
what I
we
listen
know.
to.
We know.
Shut up, Gibby. I'll
Yeah.
drop kick you. I'll literally.
You'll probably
literally-
drop, but you ain't kicking me.
Okay, Gibby, since you're so smart, what did you think of this album?
Yeah, on God.
I like it. I don't know. I think Demolition Lovers is like top 5 MCR for me.
Really?
That's a good
but
pick.
it doesn't stick in my head as much as some other shit that they do.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah, that's
enough.
fair.
Yeah.
That's very fair. I didn't listen to it. I've
Son
only
of a
listened to
bitch.
it once.
I know for a fact you did listen to it.
No, I listened to like the first song
What?
recently. I've listened to the album before, but that was like 5 years ago. I don't remember.
Oh.
What?
Eddie, go pull up your album of the year and go find it. Go scroll down 5 years. Go find
We can
your
wait.
I didn't
review.
give it a rating, I don't think.
What rating would you have given it?
It's always just been the one that I didn't really care about. Whenever I pulled them up, I've never been like, I'm gonna listen to their debut album.
Yeah,
And that's really just my whole.
yeah, it's like
life with
by
it.
far their least accessible. I'd say.
Yeah.
I just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really care about it.
Okay, so
One time someone came into my Discord server and said it was their only good album, and I didn't agree with them.
See, I'm not nearly as big of an MCR fan as like all of you, but this is not their only good album. That's for sure. That's for sure.
True.
Okay, so the other two people who are talking who have heard this album, I do need to kind of ask, what do you guys think of Early Sunsets? Because personally, that's like the only song that I just can't really get into.
Hold on. I gotta listen to refresh my memory.
It's just the
I gotta
jangly
Early
listen
song.
to 30
Sunsets,
seconds.
I like it.
Yeah.
I really like that one. That one like that one was sad as fuck. That one was like
Yeah, like,
that one had me in my feels, bro. That shit had me like why, bro. That shit had me down bad when I was running it.
Good
up.
vibe.
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
I
Dog's
remember
barking.
not being too
Ivy's.
into this one.
No.
Yeah, I was not too into Early Sunsets.
yeah. I feel like it's kind of like too like other songs on the album are kind of like long and winding, but I feel like this song was like too long and too winding.
Yeah, I feel that. I get that. It was just for me. I just kind of just like sunk into the vibe, bro. I was just
I
chilling.
fucking
Yeah.
love the guitar work on Drowning Lessons.
Oh yeah. I think Drowning Lessons is easily my favorite song, and it's like it sucks that they think that song's cursed and they never play it live.
Drowning Lessons is probably my
fucked up,
favorite
bro.
song on it too.
It's so
Yeah,
good.
Ivy, have you heard the story that every time MCR tried to play Drowning Lessons live, like things would just break, so they just thought the song was cursed and they've
Nice.
never played it since.
That's awesome, bro.
Cursed
I
song.
didn't know that.
Cursed song.
That's a cursed ass song, bro. I would not personally. If a song in my discography did that, I would not play that either.
Dude, I would not want a fucking song to be cursed by some fucking gremlin or ghoul.
Some
True.
absolute ghoul.
A little ghoulish mentalities.
Also, is it just me or does Head First for Halos sound very Christmassy?
It does. I put that
I
down.
was just
put
running
that
that
down.
one up. Hold
I
on.
fucking wrote that down in my notes. I said intro and hook and Headfirst to Halos sounds like a huge stadium band. Feels Christmassy.
Alright,
With,
good
like,
to know I'm
Every
not crazy.
snowflake is different. They were on their game.
They do that type shit. Like
Yeah, it's like,
I like that
don't
the top.
want
I like
no
the.
Christmas.
You just said type shit in sync with the fucking shit you just did.
I got that good rhythm. I got good rhythm, bro. You
do.
don't know about it. You don't know about it.
I can't lie. I don't know about it.
I don't know about it. I ain't
Wow.
never known.
I
Are we
did
gonna
not
talk
know.
about-
I cannot lie.
3 cheers for Sweet Revenge now.
I
For
think
Street
this would be a
Revenge.
good point as ever to transition to their
Yeah.
sophomore
go.
breakthrough album, 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge.
Now this
This
one.
is
I
where I
think-
know what's
Why are you
going
talking
on.
about it like that? You fucking nerd.
Because some people might not know for whatever reason.
Okay.
Some
Who the
people.
fuck is gonna be listening and not know?
Here's
Your
a little
mother.
bit.
My mom knows who MCI is.
Yeah,
Lie.
dude.
My mom is only 18 years older than me. She was literally
True.
the target audience for the Black Parade. She was a teenage woman.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This one, I have a little bit of a hot take about this one.
Don't you dare say some
Oh,
shit.
really?
Uh-oh.
The highs of this album are way better than Bullets. Any song on Bullets. The highs on this album are like peak MCR.
Yeah.
But some of like
The
the,
lows are worse.
songs that aren't as high, I would rather listen to like Bullet songs than them.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair.
But like the
I hear
big
that.
songs, and I feel like they had a really good choice in singles with Helena and I'm Not Okay. Those are like anthemic as hell.
Ghost of You was also a single.
Ghost-
Oh yeah,
of You.
Ghost of You. Ghost of You makes sense too because that's the other song that I really fucked with. The 3 songs I
Yeah.
fucked with were all the singles. They had a good single choice, like a really fucked
Yeah.
with.
Yeah, I do think 3 Cheers is a fantastic album. But yeah, I do think the singles are the best songs, and Thank You for the Venom, which I don't think was released as a single.
Oh, I love Thank You for the Venom.
I like Cemetery Drive a lot.
though.
That one's
Exactly.
really
Exactly.
good. Cemetery Drive is very, very good.
All right,
Oh yeah,
I gotta,
that one also.
I gotta
think
say my
3
piece.
Yeah. Oh,
I think it's their strongest album, like front to back.
really?
I don't think it has their best songs on it, but I don't
Oh,
think
okay,
there's
like
a
most
song on it
consistent.
that I like less. Yeah, it's the most consistent.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
it's very consistent.
I feel like Bullets is more consistent.
Consistent.
More
I don't know if
consistently
that's
not as
I don't
good.
know if that's a hot take, but I
Consistently
feel
not
like
as good.
I feel like Bullets is way more consistent and has less high, like dramatic highs and lows type shit.
Yeah, I think
You're out of your
Bullets
mind.
is a lot more like dramatic, but I think Three Cheers does a really great job like
I think Three
condensing
Cheers
that
is more
kind of
consistent.
melodrama.
Yeah,
Into the-
I feel that.
like-
Because I've heard it.
I
feel
still
like I
really
can
like
under-
Three
I can
Cheers
under-
though. I'm not trying to hate.
Yeah, I can understand why someone would like Bullets for its sheer like unfiltered melodrama, but I think Three Cheers is great because it's the point where My Chemical Romance figured out how to write hooks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True, it's a very,
Like
very good hooky album.
I don't think like there are. I'm struggling to think of a better album opener than Helena. Really,
On God.
Like,
It's so
Helena,
good. It's so good.
I could talk
It's like-
for like an hour about Helena, and I'm not okay. I promise. Like together,
Don't
I
do
could
it.
talk for like.
the Morning Breath
do
podcast
that.
Helena episode is just the one song.
I could literally
You're gonna-
talk
you're-
for so long about those two songs, bro.
You're gonna get like 15 minutes and be like, I don't have anything else to say.
Let's do it again.
It's just gonna be silence for like 10 seconds, waiting for someone else to say something. No one says anything.
Like, all right,
Yeah.
guys.
But anyways, really good album.
Have we
The
just?
only-
Have we,
Here's one thing. The big ass parental advisory on this cover makes it look so much worse. I'm looking at
Yeah,
it right
yeah.
now, like I'm
I
just
wish-
looking at the cover, and the big ass
I
parental
wish they made it-
advisory just.
I wish they made the parental advisory stickers like actually like stickers that you could peel off instead
Yeah,
of
put
just
them
like
on
they
the
embedded
put
it
them
into
on
the
the
album
saran
cover.
wrap.
Yeah, put it on
For
the
real,
saran
just put
wrap.
them on the
They'll
plastic.
find it pre-owned and be like, wow.
Do you guys hear the story about how a Frank Zappa instrumental album was given a parental advisory sticker?
No,
What? For what?
that's wild though.
Well,
He was too
Good.
wild on it?
no, he wasn't too wild on it. It was like
He
He
was
went
like
too
Frank
crazy.
Zappa.
He went too crazy. The kids were,
Yeah,
the
it's-
fucking adults were like, the kids could not hear this.
The
Yeah.
kids can't hear this shit.
Yeah,
They're
like-
going too wild.
I'm paraphrasing the story a bit, but it was like he was. Oh shit. Someone just posted the thing without the PA sticker, but it's got a big ass fucking Japanese thing.
I like those. I like those type of covers. I like them.
Those are hard as fuck.
I kind of
Yeah,
want one
Japanese
of those.
I
deluxe
agree.
editions. They have a. I feel like that would work a lot with the Danger Days cover, but I'm getting ahead of myself again.
Yeah.
Put-
We keep
Yeah.
talking
So,
about
yeah,
Danger
uh,
Days, and I just have to hold myself back until we get on it.
I'm so
Yeah.
hyped to talk
Oh,
about
I'm,
that.
Yeah,
I'm
yes.
hyped for the complete opposite reason as you, Addy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long story short, with the Frank Zappa album, he was protesting the whole like censorship campaign,
Oh,
like the
yeah,
parental advisory
yeah.
stuff, and they were just like, let's just hurt this guy.
Let's just put it on there.
Yeah.
That's so goofy.
I think to this day, it's the only instrumental album to have a parental advisory sticker.
Ridiculous, all because those people are stupid.
Yeah, stupid
People are
Republicans.
dumb.
I like Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge. I think it's like I like it the same way I like the Black Parade. I like the Black Parade more, but Three Cheers, good consistent vibes, makes me feel very angsty. I really like the singles. Helena's fire. The Ghost of You's really fire. I really love the hook. They got good hooks.
Yeah.
I
They have the
think
best hooks.
Thank You for the Venom has a great hook. I think his vocals sound weird in the verses of that song, but
Yeah.
it's a good song.
I think it's fucking criminal that they like butchered the transition from Ghost of You to Jet Set Life on the streaming.
Dude, it is. It's so fucked up.
Yeah. Like you guys have heard like the actual like transition with the organ and stuff, right?
No, I don't
Oh yeah,
remember.
on the CD version, on the CD rip. Like they actually
That's-
like transition seamlessly together. I think that's
That's
just like
wild,
a
dude.
general problem that albums from like 2003, 2004 have. It's like if they have like a transition between two songs, but it's not on every song, then it just kind of fucks up on streaming. Because I know that Meteora by Linkin Park is the problem, and Talk by Sigur Rós as well.
Yeah, streaming
gets
just
shit
don't
fucked
get
up.
it. They just don't get it.
Bro, streaming, and also
In general.
Bro, the shit that pisses me off the most, and this is a whole other tangent, but when a song transitions and you get an ad between, it feels like Spotify does that on purpose just to fuck with
True.
me. It feels like it just does it on purpose to fuck with me. I'll be
That's
listening
true.
to King
True
and
shit.
Flowers Part 1, okay? And then,
Oh,
and then
God.
it just doesn't flow into Part 2. It's just like, want a break from all the ads? Get Spotify Premium. Free monthly trial.
Did someone just
Yeah,
have a
it's
plane go over
so
their head?
ridiculous.
Yeah, that was
Who
me.
had the
I
plane?
fucking heard it. I fucking heard it.
That'll be some fun ambience.
There was some Gmod map vibes.
I'll
I
try
gotta
and
play that
do
shit
some
tonight.
like noise gate shenanigans, like filter it out.
Yeah.
Shut up, SWAT.
8 out of 10
Oh,
RYM.
God. Anyways, how about...
Yeah,
But
so
yeah,
that's
I would give 3 for cheers for sweet. Fuck
if
me.
you give it a number
I would
rating, I
give
swear to
Sweet
fucking God.
I would give the My Chemical Romance sophomore album an 8 out of 10.
Me too!
I'd give it a 9. I'd give it a 9.
I'd give it an 8.
I'd give it a 9.
Well, if we're giving numbers, I suppose I'll give it a 9 as well.
Eddie and
I
I
think
have the lowest.
I think a 9 is a fair
Thank you,
rating.
All right.
I personally
Okay.
think a 9 is a fair rating considering the songs and how
Yeah.
fire they all are.
Thank you for your consideration, Annie.
Of course. I disagree with you though.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I respect you, but also fuck you.
I
Die.
respect you, but, you know, you get it.
You get it.
Okay, I think this would be a goodest point ever to transition into the Black
Yeah.
Parade. We
Let's
everyone know
fucking
Black Parade,
go.
right?
I think
You know the
everyone
one.
does. I think everyone.
Yeah, I'm
in
gonna-
your mom
Yeah.
does.
I think I want to start. I think I'm gonna start with this one because personally,
I wanna go
this
next.
is the first album I ever bought, so it's got a very special place in my heart. But I'm assuming it's got a very special place in all of our hearts.
Yeah.
I think I have kind of circled back around to this being my favorite album at this point, just because like it's just that good, you know?
True.
Yeah. Shit, yeah, I'm having a hard time actually like talking about it. Could someone else start? And I'll just
Alright.
like
I'll do it.
add on
I'll
to
do
things.
it. I'll do it.
Yeah, Addie.
I got you. I got you, bro.
Awesome.
I love this album. That's it. No, I'm just kidding. I love this album. I was reevaluating it a couple weeks ago whenever we started talking about doing the podcast again. I was like, fuck, I gotta listen to some My Chemical Romance. I turn this shit on. It's just I get enveloped in it the moment it starts, and it has a really, I really like the concept of it. I think it's fire, and I like the way that the songs progress, and it's so anthemic, and it's so sad, and I get all in my feels about it,
On God.
and it's
Yeah.
just, it's crazy. It's from front to back. I don't think it misses. I think it's hit after hit after hit after hit. And I think it flows very well. I don't really got anything. I don't got a problem with it. TBH. I love
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Yeah,
It's one of my
okay.
favorite
I
albums
think
ever.
I think I can talk about it now. I've got some I've got
Yeah.
some things to say. I think this
So
is
crazy.
like I think this is easily the band at their most like creatively successful, I guess. Like, because obviously, I didn't mention it before, but Three Cheers is supposed to be a concept album. But
Oh,
personally,
yeah.
like the only thing that kind of like holds me back from enjoying Three Cheers more is that like I know that there's supposed to be a concept in there, but I can't make it out, so it's kind of distracting in a way. But like
Yeah.
Black Parade is just like it's not like a story, but like it puts the concept of a man grappling with his own death like front and center, and it does it really well. And
True.
yeah, so and like that's like the only problem I have with like rock operas in general is they kind of like lose focus in what they do. Even like American Idiot and like The Wall. No, I think The
Especially
Wall
American
does a good
Idiot.
job at keeping focus, but The Wall just kind of sucks.
Yeah. Whole other reason. It just sucks.
Not that I've listened to The Wall recently, but you know.
There's like
But
way better
Yeah.
Pink Floyd than The Wall.
yeah, fucking
True.
like Wish You Were Hearing Animals.
Yeah.
I've heard Animals.
I like Animals, and I like the debut. But anyways, this isn't Pink Floyd, so
Yeah, this isn't Pink Floyd, this is a good band.
that would be a very
Look, dude,
long
I
podcast.
think-
That would be a very, very long podcast episode.
Do you think it'll be longer than the Kasi podcast? Because that was like an hour and a half.
That was really long, actually, because that was a lot of albums.
Yeah, that was like 15 albums.
I think
and
Pink
we were
Floyd
at, like,
is-
peak gay
Is much
virginity.
more poignant with conversation-worthy stuff. To BH.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Than car seat headrest.
Hey.
But yeah, back to Black Parade.
Yeah, Gibby, what do you think of the Black Parade?
I think it's their best set of songs, but I don't like Teenagers.
L.
I don't like
I-
Teenagers.
yeah.
I think
L.
it's not even that I don't like the
You're a
song. It
pessimist.
feels out of place on the album. I think it's a
Yeah.
fine song. It just doesn't feel right.
I agree there. It took me a while, but
I
it
like
took me a
the
while
song.
to like enjoy it in the album.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's my only problem
Gibby,
with it,
you
right?
have like the most My Chemical Romance scrabbles out of anyone here, and every time it's called on you, you always say something negative immediately. But you
This
have
is my
like
favorite band, but I
2,000
fucking hate this.
My Chemical
It's like,
Romance
I like
scrabbles.
this,
I
but
love them. I love them.
always, there's always a but.
And
Yeah.
you gotta think of everything. Listen, you gotta be hard on what you love.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I'm
Anyway,
soft
think-
on what I love, dude.
I
If I
think
love
if Teenagers was
Yeah, we
just
know.
placed like, maybe if it was placed like After I Don't Love You, it would fare a lot better. Like, I think ideally I'd just like take it out of the album altogether and have it be like a popular B-side. But, you know.
I think I fuck with Teenagers in the album.
I like how Teenagers fits in the album.
I think
don't know,
because
I think
I can give it a little
go
more
ahead.
lenience because the album is a concept, but it doesn't have like the direct narrative. I can give it a little more lenience for not making
it's-
as
it's-
much sense in the concept.
Yeah, it's not the narrative that I have a problem with. It just is just like it partially is just because "Sleep" is my favorite My Chemical Romance song. And, like, I
It's so
find that
good.
song just
Sleep
so
is so
emotionally
good.
heavy.
You need
and
to
then it
pick
just-
me up after that emotional banger.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
It's
done.
like,
honestly,
okay, I was
think it-
sobbing, now I need to dance.
Okay, I take
No,
it back.
I'm thinking like it could. I thought it would work better just like I'm sobbing. I just needed like a moment to like chill out with Disenchanted. You know.
I will say
I think it's a bit too much emotional whiplash.
See, the thing is, I'm glad
I
Teenagers
love that
is in there
emotional
because
whiplash.
if Teenagers wasn't in there, it would be like 4, like almost 5-minute fucking songs back to back to back to
Yeah.
back. And
need to
Teenagers
throw that
really
pop banger in there.
Teenagers really makes it flow way better.
Yeah. Okay, I do have
Okay,
one more problem with the Black Parade.
I get that. That makes a lot of sense.
You
Here
son of a
comes
bitch.
Gibby.
I think it works better if you rearrange the track list a little bit.
Oh my god,
Okay, where would you put it then?
I ain't never gonna do
No,
that.
not Teenagers.
Where-
That low.
the song, like the album in general.
okay, how would you rearrange the Black Parade?
Put the
then?
end at the end, obviously.
Let me see if I have that playlist saved on
Dude,
here. If that was
they
somewhere.
called the first song
Fuck.
The End. Bro,
What the fuck?
that's crazy.
They just
What the
like
frick?
keep the transition into dead, but it doesn't transition into dead. It just ends the album.
Yeah.
Hold up. Let me say some things about this album real quick, because
No.
Right?
back in like 2018, the only My Chemical Romance albums I listened to really were this one and Danger Days, and I liked both. I have continued to like The Black Parade, and I have not continued to like Danger Days. This one, and it's because this one is just so fucking good. Like I can't even
True.
I listened to a lot of bad music back then that I just can't fuck with anymore, but this one is just so fucking good. And like every song on it like still holds up to this day. And like I still listen to this like album like once every couple of months at least, cuz it just hits so hard every time and it flows so well.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't
What
know.
was
I
that?
don't know. Who was that?
Who was that?
Anyways, this album always hits like it's the first time I've ever listened to it, and it's
True.
like only a couple albums do that. Not to be a Gibby, but there are like a couple songs that I don't fuck with as much. Like I mean, the hidden track. that doesn't really
Hate
count.
Blood. I don't like Blood.
Yeah, I never
and
listened
then-
to Blood, but it's a fun novelty.
And then
I love
like
Blood.
I think how want like some of the like more upbeat type songs, kind of like, or dive a little bit into some like goofy guitar riffs that I'm just like, bro. Going
Well,
to
like House of Wolves.
The hell,
yeah, House of Wolves is what I was thinking of.
What? House of Wolves is like. Bong, 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 bong.
Dude,
But
I
I
like
I
that
kind of
song.
I fucked with it more on the revisit than I did the first time I listened to it.
He goes, ashes to ashes.
Okay, how do we feel about the demos?
I didn't listen to them.
I haven't listened to them.
What?
Like I've heard Kill All Your Friends.
I've listened to him.
Have you heard My Way
that's
Home
it.
is 3?
No.
I heard it at some point, but not enough to remember it.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's how
it's
I
so
am.
good.
All right,
I love
hold up.
that
Let's
one.
just. What's y'all's favorite song on this album?
Welcome to the Black
Oh,
Parade.
That's
I
a
don't
fun
love
question.
you.
They're
It's
all
I don't
great.
love you. It's I don't
Oh,
love you.
wait,
It's
yeah,
I
wait,
easy.
Don't Love
I
You
don't
was a
love you.
fantastic one.
Fuck.
I don't love you.
I
is
think-
the
I
no,
think
wait,
it might
no,
be
wait,
I Don't
no,
Love
wait,
You.
Sleep's my favorite, but I Don't Love You is like
Sleeps.
a maybe not a close second,
I
but it's
think-
definitely top 3.
I think I don't love you is like one of the best songs ever.
I think I Don't Love You and Welcome to the Black Parade are like tied for me. I think Welcome to the Black Parade's fucking hook is just fucking.
My
so
Chemical
good.
Romance
I
aren't
also-
even in like my top 25 bands, but I Don't Love You is in my top 25 songs ever.
I also think that I Don't Love You is one of the best
Understandable.
songs ever, but that's only because this is my favorite album, I guess.
I think Welcome to the
I
Black
think every song's
Parade
10.
and Cancer are my favorites.
Fuck, I just did it.
And
I
Sleep.
just did the
Dude,
numbers.
personally, I like the 21 Pilots cover of
I was
Cancer.
just about to say something.
I heard Addy say
will
Cancer. I had to
not
say it.
Kiss, you
Dude,
kiss,
literally-
you kiss.
Dude,
you
my
kiss,
best
you.
friend is, like,
Lips are
genuinely,
chapped
like,
and faded,
genuinely loves,
come.
21 Pilots, and he genuinely
No
likes
friend
that
of
song
mine.
a little more than the My Chemical Romance version.
No friend of yours either, Gibby. If you know it's
He
good
is.
for
He's
you.
my best friend. Listen, he's raw like that, but he's kind of stupid sometimes. I will make sure this
Well,
is.
let me
Kinda
tell you-
Sometimes.
I will make sure this is never sent to him because I want to be at his wedding.
Let me tell you, I think My Chemical Romance. I know a band in their genre that's better, and it's AJR.
That's for sure. That's
With their
without a doubt.
songs,
We need to
I'm
do an
weak.
AJR
Should I
one.
go for my
Everyone just
shit?
talks
It's just
shit
about
about
two of you.
AJR for like
That
an
would-
hour
that
and a
would-
half. Everyone just sits here and talks
Ivy,
shit.
you and I
think that
because
would
you
be
and I
fun,
are the
but-
only people
Who are qualified?
who we're legitimately the only people who are qualified to talk about them seriously,
we
because
used
everyone
to
else
be
is just
we
gonna
used to be
hate.
big AJR fans back in the day.
So we can talk about them like that.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be fun. But like, I don't think the 1 hour discussion would.
I could go forever.
I
be
could
worth
go.
the
I could go
4
for
hours
5
of
years
music.
personally. I could go for 10 years. Straight. Light years even. I don't care.
But I would give the Black Parade a 10 out of 10
I would-
personally.
I would give the Black
The whole
Parade
album.
little 9 out of 10. Good as hell. No one else has ever rated
9.5.
it.
9.5.
No one rated it.
9.5.
9.5.
I think Ryan's holding out because he's angry. We're gonna do this
Ryan,
every
you gotta
time,
rate it.
Every time.
It'd
What's
be,
your
really, it'd
rating?
be really fun if I gave it a 9.5 as well after saying it's my favorite album.
True. Like, I don't believe there is
it's
such
my-
thing as 10s.
It's my favorite album, but I think it's probably like a 7.
It's my favorite
I'd
album.
give it a
but there's
7. I've
some
not heard an
flaws.
8 yet.
I've never heard an 8 in my entire life.
I've never. No such thing as a perfect.
No
Work
such
of art
thing
like
as a
that.
perfect 8.
No such thing. It all caps at a
This is
7.
the AJR fan listening to good music for the first time.
Oh god.
This kind of sounds like AJR.
AJR fan listening to good music is conditioning
what?
yourself to thinking the good music is bad.
I can hear the AJR influence.
In what?
Danger
Everything.
Days.
Yeah, because they use instruments sometimes, and they sing harmonies.
That's not true.
AJR doesn't use instruments. They sample
They use
fart
Pro
noises and
Tools.
shit.
They sample fart noises.
This shit. You heard bang? Those drums have to be like some fart noises.
I think we need to make Swell listen to the one like Office song that they made.
Oh yeah, SWAT. Oh, fuck.
SWAT's
We
listening
broke the
to
third-
this
we broke
podcast
the
as,
wall.
as we're saying it right now.
We broke the
Just for
wall.
context.
SWAT, you need to listen to Netflix Trip by AJR.
I'm ready. They're like the worst. They're the worst group in the world. They were genuinely so like unlike listenable when I saw them live, and I only saw them
AJR
live.
I mean, I did too.
They opened for Weezer.
I've seen him twice. I said 3 times earlier, but I was capping.
Why the fuck did they? Why the fuck did they open for Weezer?
I think
Because they made a song together. They're in a song on The Click, or Rivers is.
yeah, Rivers was on the Click, and then they also did a version of All My Favorite Songs.
all your favorite
That-
Yeah,
all
they
my favorite
remixed all
I
my
think
favorite
I think it'll be
songs.
really funny to take an excerpt
One of
from
the
this
worst
podcast, but it's just a bit.
remixes.
It'll be funny to take an excerpt from this podcast, but it's just the bit where Gibby says they're the most unlistenable band live.
And just splice it in. Cut everything else,
Yeah.
but just splice that into the My Chem discussion.
True.
It's true.
But yeah,
We can
speaking
make
of
Morning
fart,
Breath
speaking of fart
podcast
noises,
clips.
Speaking of fart noises, Ivy, Danger Dates.
You already know that's my. You already know. Hey,
Okay, since we
Op
already know that
o'clock.
Ivy's the hater,
hey.
let's
Op
let
o'clock.
Ivy go first.
Op
Hey,
o'clock.
all right. This album is like the definition of bloat in the dictionary. This is literally definition of bloat in every single sense. And all the songs don't hit. They're all mid as fuck, and like they all just try way too hard to be like. They're just goofy, bruh. Like they don't have any of the charm that they had ever before. And they just like, bro, they really no. Like they made the Black Parade
Hard.
4 years ago, 4 years before that, and then they dropped no. Like that's.
I have a
come on,
rebuttal.
Come on, bro.
I have a
That's all
rebuttal.
I have to say.
It was kind of genius when he said Batman in the song, and then the backing vocals went na 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 na.
True.
Na na
that
na
is
na
true.
na na na.
I will give that song one thing that made me laugh.
Look, it's
I didn't-
you
hold
either
on.
have to get the genius of it or you don't. And
If you, exactly.
I think the fact
Ivy
that-
doesn't.
I don't think you get it.
Exactly.
See, I
If you
used
got
to
it, you
really
would
like
understand.
this album. I used to really like it. Do you remember we would run this up on that little in that
Yeah,
on
we
that,
turn up.
We would turn up. Okay,
We'd
one
turn
more
up.
thing before I let the fucking people who like this album for some reason talk. I hate the goddamn interludes in the intro. That
Okay,
shit.
they are
Oh, dude, I
annoying.
was
I'll
about
give
to
you
I was
that.
about
I'll
to
give you
start
that.
talking
I
about
hate
how
that
hype
shit.
those are.
They're so annoying, and they're like, I hate saying this, but they're cringe, bro. I hate saying that word. I hate saying it, but they're cringe.
say it a lot.
Bro.
Okay, I've got a lot to say about like the skits and like the general concept about that. So it's
Yep,
cool if I
me
follow
too.
up on that. Yeah. So like, I think as an album, as a listening experience, I think Danger Days is one of my favorites. I mean, it's a 5-hour discography.
Ow, I
It's
just bit my
exactly-
tongue. I just bit my tongue. Fuck. that shit surprised me so much I bit my tongue. It actually
That's
hurt really
AJR
bad.
levels of hatred.
Yeah, I love Danger Days,
Oh.
but I think the same thing that lets down Three Cheers kind of lets down Danger Days, where like while Black Parade is like the most creatively successful, I think Danger Days is their most creatively ambitious. In the case that we're like trying to make
True.
like an entire like fucking world with their
Yeah.
stuff. Like there's
I'll
like
give it
comics
that.
based on this. And
It's so hard.
even though it's trying to like it is hard and it's trying to tell a plot, but it just isn't. It's just not tracking, you know.
True.
But I feel like the skits could have worked so much better if, like, instead of the album trying to tell a plot, it's like they had the comics released, maybe not alongside them, but like a couple years after, and this album was meant to be like the songs that the Killjoys listened to on this radio station, instead of the songs being like
Yeah.
That's smart.
chronicling. That's the word. Chronicling the Killjoys' adventure into whatever the fuck they're doing.
Rescuing a little girl
Yeah.
and killing bald man.
See, I didn't even.
If
Bet
you
you
say
didn't
so.
get that from the music though.
Yeah, I didn't get that from the music.
Bet
Like,
you only
I get,
got
like-
that from the videos.
I get like elements of it, like I get like Na 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 is meant to be like an introduction to the world. Like Bulletproof Heart's
Yeah.
like yeah we're buddies, and like Save Yourself or Hold 'Em Back is like well self-explanatory.
Oh yeah.
like Kids from Yesterday.
It's about save yourself. I'll hold them back.
But like you get songs like Sing or like Planetary or Vampire. Vampire Money is literally just about Twilight. Doesn't even fit into the album's plot. Yeah, it's literally about how, like, this is just like rumors that I've heard from my sister, so take it with a grain of salt. But like,
true.
It's from what I've heard, it's literally just about how the band were like asked to make a song for Twilight. They said no. They did a song for Yo Gabba Gabba, and then they wrote a song about how they were offered to make a song for Twilight.
That's hardcore. That's pretty badass. Yo Gabba Gabba cut was raw. Like,
every snowflake is different, right?
Yeah. I think...
Dude, a classic.
I think that's instantly a classic. I think it's very wholesome.
And Chungus. I'm sorry.
And I'll watch that directly after watching the Live in Mexico
Dude, that
End of the Black
so
Parade.
Good.
On Yo Gabba Gabba. That's crazy.
Dude, I used to run up Yo Gabba Gabba.
Y'all should have met Ivy when they were a little child.
Dude,
like,
Gabba Gabba.
I love Yo Gabba Gabba.
Gabba Gabba was raw. All right, y'all hating on it, but Yo Gabba Gabba. What you know about those streets?
Oh, I know plenty. I love The Office.
I cannot, dude. I cannot.
I love AJR.
I've had to keep. I've had to like Tay Zonde my way through reading this shit. I keep having to look away from the mic.
AGR should have written Netflix trip about Yo Gabba Gabba. Then it would have been a good song.
Others feel the pain.
We keep mentioning AJR, bro. Let's just make this the AJR cast. So, before their debut album, Living Room, they actually performed on the streets of New York. I like Danger Days. I think that it certainly is not as good conceptually as the Black Parade is. I think the interludes are kind of quirky, and when I'm listening, definitely.
Oh, I hate that you're right. They took like they kind of thought like hey, let's take these like electronic elements and like the bombast, but let's not take the charisma.
Let's not take the electric guitars.
Yeah, I mean, I like a couple 21 Pilots albums, but I'm not gonna defend them.
Dude, you'll never catch me talking about. I'll talk shit about 21 Pilots on this podcast if we do a 21 Pilots episode.
I still stand that
our most disliked video will be that one.
Ode to Sleep.
It's a horrible song.
Exactly like a fucking like Transformers movie song.
I wake up fine and dandy, but then by the time
I go up to the ceiling.
Why?
Because it's a good song.
Yeah, I hate that song, bro.
Man, really?
They got, dude. I listened
Crew,
to it.
I'll be right back.
This was recorded in Columbus, Ohio.
What?
He said, "Crew, I'll be right back."
No, but that song was genius when he said an old man's hair receding, and on the album cover there's two old men.
Yeah, true. No. If your city's Columbus, Ohio, then I don't think you should. Then 21 Pilots.
I didn't know Columbus, Ohio was a real place. I thought they made it up for Zombieland.
Yeah.
I'm joking, but I think it's a funny joke.
I mean, after Zombieland was done, people kept coming.
They kept what now?
You heard me.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me see if I can talk.
True.
Okay, let me see if I can talk for Danger Days for a few more minutes before Gibby comes back.
Yeah.
Scarecrow is a really fucking good song.
That's my favorite on the album.
Yeah, I love a good noise pop song.
It's beautiful. I think it's got a lot of good songs, but and it's not even really a but
Yeah, I think
I just don't like it as much.
if anything, it is a little bit tiring by the end. I think just because to go the mixing, the mixing.
I think
I wasn't gonna get into the mixing. I just think it's.
I think the mixing is kind of ass.
Like most rock albums, kind of feel like by the end it, especially because this one's especially balls to the walls for a lot of it.
Yeah.
And
happened?
especially
I think
the
this
last
album
one is the closer.
has a couple of it ends a couple of times for me because I'll listen to it and then the Kids from Yesterday will come on and I'm like, okay, there we go, that's a beautiful final song. And then Goodnight Dr. Death will come on and I'm like, okay, there we go, that's the outro. And then Vampire Money comes on and I'm like, okay, there's another fucking song going after this, and it just keeps going.
It's like Kids from Yesterday's like the end credits music, then Goodnight Dr. Death's the mid credits, and then Vampire Money's just there also as the after credits.
It's literally
doesn't really fit in, but it's hype anyway.
No, yeah, exactly. I feel like that song should have just been a bonus track.
Yeah.
Or at least list as a bonus track, because that's when I always turn the album off. Yeah, whenever I would listen to it on CD with Ivy, we'd always it was scratched, and so it would always just stop working by the 15th track. So we never really heard it in context with the album all like that. So to me, it just ends at track 14. Yeah, dude, we use them too much.
I want to say, Destroyer is really fucking good.
Destroyer is very good. I think it's a bit awkward when Mikey
Destroyer!
Way, the bassist, has to go on stage every night and watch his brother just make moaning noises into the microphone.
You don't believe. Also, Bulletproof Heart is really good.
I got a bulletproof heart. I love that one. I think
love that hook. Gravity.
I think Bulletproof Heart and Sing, even though Sing is corny as hell, I like it.
Yeah.
Scarecrow and Summertime and Destroy is
Scarecrow's
okay.
good.
The Kids from Yesterday. I like most of the Danger Days songs. I'm looking at the track list right now and I'm just listing out all the songs. I like most of the songs.
Which
I
ones
just
do you not like?
Yeah. I don't dislike any of them. I like the whole album. I give it a 9 or an 8.
Whoa!
Also, we're talking numbers now, huh?
I give it
Yeah, just cause Ryan don't. But that's
give it
the
a
same
6.
rating I've had for years. My opinion just hasn't changed. This isn't a recent opinion. It's just the same opinion. I've been
I
consistent
give
with
it
it.
a 6, dude.
I'm gonna go
I'll
make
put it
some
at a
tea
9.
real quick while
I
we
got
do
my
this.
sushi. I'm munching.
Some yummy sushi, bro.
I've got to represent, man. Got to represent the Danger Days fans out there.
I think it gets a little
I
bit
know
of a
the
bad
truth.
rep because it came directly after the Black Parade.
Yeah, I think in retrospect, it does what a lot of pop. It does what I wish a lot of pop punk bands do, and that is just go power pop.
Have fun.
Well, yeah, have fun.
It's a
but,
very, very, very fun album.
I feel like if
It
The
has
Offspring
lots
and
of
Green Day and
fun
stuff
vibes.
stops trying to be punk and just went for not full on pop rock, but that kind of power pop thing where it's still youthful in spirit, but
Yeah,
the more mature kind of sound
yeah.
instead of whatever the fuck The Offspring and Green Day are doing now.
My friend saw the Offspring live.
Dude, I just keep getting an ad on Instagram for The Offspring, like a concert video, and they keep just putting it on my Instagram ads. And I'm like, y'all need to stop. This song sucks.
Ooh, baby, let the bad times roll.
I know the Offspring probably like clutched their chest when they read that comment, Addy. Dude, I just got soy sauce on my work pants.
I'm coming for The Offspring.
Okay, so we've voiced our opinions on Danger Days. Now there's also a if in some could consider there's a fifth My Chemical Romance album, which I know for a fact that two people here didn't listen to, but Gibby, you've heard Conventional Weapons, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so since there's only two of us here and it wouldn't be much fun to just have a two-person conversation in a four-person podcast, I've got a 2-minute timer right here, and I think it'd be fun to try and talk about the entire album in 2 minutes.
I can talk about
You
Boy
good with that?
Division and Ambulance and The Light Between Your Eyes.
Okay, let me just check that my phone's on volume. It is. Okay, let's go. So, Boy Division, really good song, huh?
I love Boy Division.
Yeah, Boy Division's fucking awesome. Probably my second favorite on the album. Fantastic hook. It's got a really good, like, post-hardcore kind of thing to it, but, like, Tomorrow's Money is really good really good as well.
I don't remember.
Oh. Ambulance. 2 minutes was way too much time.
I love Ambulance. If you save my life.
This bit was really funny in my head.
This bit was funny until you realize that I've maybe remembered like 3 songs.
Dude, I listened to this album earlier today. Yeah,
Two
okay, so
explanations.
there's like
I'm
a
faded
minute
as
left
fuck.
on this timer, and since apparently I'm the only one who has anything to say, I'll just speed run through Conventional Weapons. Like, obviously, because it was like released as 5 singles, I think like each single kind of like reflects like a good aspect of the sound. So like the first singles were like post-hardcore, the second singles were like power pop, the third one's really good like ballads and stuff. Even though I think The World Is Ugly is probably my least favorite song on the album. Then like the fourth single's got like a really good garage rock revival sound, which I wish that the band would do more in the reunion stuff, but we'll get to that in a bit. And the last song's got like the emo-pop stuff, and I think it serves well as a closer. And even though it's not as consistent as it probably could be, I still think front to back it's still a pretty good album, and there's still 25 seconds left on this timer. I don't know what to do with this.
I know what to do
Let's
with
talk
it.
about our favorite foods.
Yeah, let's talk.
I was eating a
sushi
corn
right
dog
now, right?
today. Those are pretty good.
I'm eating
We've got
sushi
15
right now.
seconds of
I just
food
spent-
time.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
those are pretty good too.
Should Cheez-Its be hard? They're crackers, aren't they?
Have you never had Cheez-Its?
Okay, that's
Average
that's,
British
Back on
person.
topic. Back on
Oh,
topic.
No, I've never had
my God.
Cheez-Its.
Uh,
I've only
it's-
had
okay.
spotted dick.
Okay, food time is now over. So yeah, I think the only other My Chemical Romance thing that's out is the new single, isn't it?
Yeah, they disappeared. They went away. They stopped making music, and now they're back, baby girl.
Yeah, Foundation Does Decay.
It's a pretty
I-
good song.
Yeah, I think this, like, now that the hype of holy shit, new My Chemical Romance has faded, like, I don't like the song as much, but
Yeah, but it's okay.
I think it is still a very good song, and I wish
Yeah.
the mix was a bit more pronounced, you know?
I wish they would do something. I wish they would
I'm
drop
sorry.
more music instead of just
Yeah,
dropping this
apparently they
Phantom
are
single.
Apparently they are scheduled to go back into the studio next year. So
Oh, for
I guess
fuck's
they kinda-
sake, dude.
I guess that could kind of lead into where do you guys hope that My Chemical Romance go from here?
I hope that they don't fucking take forever to put out new music.
Yeah, but like, what do you hope
'Cause
that new
they've-
music sounds like?
I hope it sounds
I
good.
hope it. It's definitely not going to sound like Danger Days.
Yeah.
I hope it's kind of shoegazy. If it has some shoegazy vibes, I'd be happy with it, but I don't want them to be making TBH. I don't want it to be like like because they're older now, so I think it'd be kind of cringe if they kept making the really, I don't
emo
know
stuff.
how to word it. Yeah, like the really high energy emo stuff. It can still be high energy, but they should
have some fun
focus
with it.
more
'Cause,
on a different
there was
avenue.
like
Yeah, that shit's cringe.
yeah, it's unusual to see 50-year-old Billy Joe Armstrong sing about jacking off.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
They
that
need
that point kind
an
of
emotionally mature album.
that point kind of kind of links to why the band kind of broke up in the first place. Have you guys heard the story of the Paper Kingdom? The kind of like sixth album they were going to make, but they kind of like stopped doing it because they went into it thinking like, yeah, this is going to be the darkest album we've ever made. It's going to be about like dead kids and stuff, and like grieving parents. And they kind of just stopped making it because they weren't having fun doing it because it was just that dark. So yeah, I think if Foundations is anything to go by, it's still going to have like that kind of edge to it. But I really hope that they have whatever they do. I mean, I hope they do like atmospheric stuff personally and like
If it sounds
shoegazy.
like
but,
that, I'll be okay.
Yeah.
I hope their next album isn't mid.
Yeah, I think having fun's probably the highest priority, but then, like, I feel like My Chemical Romance have a good enough, like, what's the... Not
True.
like the chord. I feel like they have a good enough, like, intuition to know when something's bad.
Yeah.
Like, no matter
That's
what you
why
say
they've
about
been gone
Danger
for
Days.
so long.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, they've gotten older. Yeah. I do actually like, because I saw them live back in May, and Gerard was actually using like a synthesizer.
Oh.
So I think if they use like, it was like a noise synthesizer.
That'd be hard.
So I think if they use, because there's like bits of it in like Foundations, you can like barely hear it, but I think if that becomes like a more pronounced kind of element to it, that would be really fucking cool.
That'd be cool to hear. That'd be pretty neat. I'd like that. And yeah, My Chemical Romance, good band. Apparently they're from New Jersey.
Yeah, apparently it's from...
Makes them
What
like
the fuck?
worse.
That's red flag
Hold
number
on,
one.
Let me check their Rate Music page and see if they've moved since. They're still in Newark, New Jersey. What the hell?
They gotta get out.
Why?
They don't let the fame change them. They gotta stay in Jersey. If the fame keeping you in Jersey. True.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait a fucking minute. I didn't know Gerard Way was Joe Rogan's cousin.
What?
Did you actually not know that?
I went on the Gerard Way's Rate Your Music page. Says he's Joe Rogan's cousin.
Yeah, he is.
What the fuck?
Joe Rogan.
That's ridiculous. Gerard Way on the Joe Rogan podcast. He's like,
Gerard Way should come on our podcast.
"Well, cousin, your music is sad as fuck. I think you're a little pussy. Just cheer up.
Why do you sing about not being okay, man? Do you need to talk to someone?
I think you should get therapy." Oh, that's Alex Jones. Joe
Well,
Rogan
Alex Jones
sucks,
should get
too.
therapy. Yeah, he should.
Yeah.
Don't do that to a therapist.
Yeah. I think because none of us listened to like the solo material, did we?
For what?
No.
The bands of My Chemical Romance, the members of My Chemical Romance.
I really like "Baby You're a Haunted House."
Yeah, that's a fun song. I'm a big
I
fan
really
of,
like that
of
song.
"Don't Try" by Gerard Way, and I'm so pissed off that was just the record store day B-side. That should have been on the fucking album.
I know my mom
I didn't
likes
listen to
the
that
Gerard
album.
Way solo album.
Or the Gerard Way album.
I've heard
Gibby's
it's good,
mom.
but yeah, I haven't listened to it in ages, so I can't comment on it.
I've never listened to it. I've just heard like one of the songs that had a music video. Back in
Apparently,
the day.
apparently it's
back
all like
in the
noise
day.
pop and like shoegaze and stuff. So
Could be
that sounds
raw.
like it'd be fun. Yeah, I should probably
Could be
listen
raw.
to that
I'll
again
see
at
what
some
the
point.
Rate Your Music nerds think of it.
They like it,
Do they?
as far as I know.
Good. Like, yeah, we like it. Gives it a 2.5.
They're called nerds
Yeah.
for a reason.
Yeah, it's got a fucking 3.33.
Oh, let's go. That's higher than Skinless.
We're talking about the Gerard Way solo album, not in like any kind of depth. We're just thinking like apparently it's good.
Yeah, we're just. I love that song. Baby, you're a haunted house. That song's fire. I mentioned it before you came back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I made tea. They're for like his Netflix show.
Yeah, Umbrella
Umbrella
Academy.
Academy.
And I ain't ever touched that shit. Lovingly and respectfully. Nah.
I think we're just
for real.
waffling now. I don't think we know how to end this.
Oh, no, I know how to end this. Thank you guys for listening to this brand new episode of the Morning Breath Podcast.
We're not
I've been
done.
your wonderful host, Adeline.
Why aren't we done?
Now we're done.
We're not done till I say we're done. We have to talk
Okay,
about...
now we have to end right now. We have to
Okay.
end right
Okay, we
now.